Now on Bounce, you know, it is good to have Mama Mack, my mama, drop in on us once a week.
Yes, always a pleasure. You look great.
Thank you. Thank you.
A good week so far?
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. It's working.
And for those of you, because sometimes we don't say that you own a daycare. You had a daycare for many years, and we asked you about a lot of questions involving children and some of the things going on. So, all right, so here we go.
Oh, well, really quick. Well, no, we'll talk about it on the back end. Well, let's get to the topics first.
Okay. All right.
I'm taking the SAT exam. It's pretty nerve-wracking, as any high schooler will tell you, but one high school student in New York is suing for a big error on her tests. Julia Ellinghaus took the SATs earlier this month, but apparently the booklet incorrectly stated how much time students had to complete sections 8 or 9 of the 4-hour exam. So they only had 25 minutes to complete it. Well, now the College Board says those sections will not be scored. Leaders, however, say they're still going to provide or be able to provide reliable scores for the test. But Ellinghaus disagrees. She wants the College Board to pay up for damages, along with an unspecified amount of money. She is suing for breach of contract, negligence, and she wants all of the students to get a free do-over. So, Mama Mack, where are you in this? Do you think that she should win her case?
It will affect her grades, you know, or her scores on the test, whether it's good or bad. And if she's got legit reasons, go for it.
Because I think the argument she's making is that her score could have been different had the right amount, the correct amount of time, you know, been stated in that booklet.
Yeah, and I think she got a pretty good case there too.
We shall see what happens.
All right, I think sometimes you guys, I don't know how you guys decide these stories.
Oh, right, you probably should have read the first one.
Probably should have. Okay, breastfeeding continues to increase in popularity. What?
We're so elementary. But you should be able to read this story, Delano Little.
I know, okay, here we go. But now cross-nursing is making its way back into certain cultures. A study shows white moms who have a high income and are highly educated are participating in what they're calling breast milk sharing. University of Central Florida researchers say this is not an exchange of milk in containers. Cross-nursing is the technical expression for the act of feeding a baby that's not your own. Mama Mack, do you think this is a little risky?
I wouldn't do it. You know, my breast milk is my breast milk. My child, my child.
She's over here reacting. Did you know your mic was hot? Like, they can hear you going,
Well, there's also a health issue about this as well.
I mean, I think that, like, back in the day, right, with slavery, you know, the house slaves would sometimes be a wet nurse to the children of the slave owners. And I know in some cultures, if the mom can't produce enough milk, you know, someone else steps in. But we got formula here in the States, right?
No.
So if you
my
can't,
breast milk
you can.
Is my breast milk. So sorry.
You wouldn't do it?
And no.
Well, what if my? No, that wouldn't work.
No.
Okay.
That's right.
All right.
Nobody coming in sharing. I'm sorry.
I don't mean
Not
to make
light. Tea. Or milk.
Can we move on?
I don't mean to make light, but Mama.
All right, I'm going to go to the next story. I'm moving on for this one. Here's another craze taking the web by storm. Now, this may be worse than the milk thing here. It's called the belly button challenge. The test is said to determine your level of physical fitness. The idea is if you, like this guy, can reach around your back and touch your belly button, then you're considered to be fit. One fitness expert says this challenge is more about flexibility. He says a person with a longer arm proportionate to their body could do it more easily and people who are more flexible. Could the belly button challenge be a dangerous practice for young people? I mean, there's so many issues out there about people worried about their shapes and sizes already going on. So do you think this is just something that's adding to that?
I just think it's ridiculous. I mean, no, I'm not going to even attempt.
Yeah.
And I think I'm, you know, physically okay.
Fit. You are. You do yoga. You ride your bike.
Yoga.
She thinks she's Lance Armstrong when she's on her bicycle.
No.
You ride the bike?
What? Does she ride a bike? I don't mean the stationary bike at the gym. And I don't mean just a little cruise in the cul-de-sac either. Mama Mack.
Just a little perimeter of the neighborhood. That's all.
But you also allegedly rode to a nearby bank, did you not? Which meant you left the neighborhood. Okay.
Indeed, it was not that bad.
Good talk.
It is always good to have you here. And, you know, I can reach around and actually touch my belly button, but
You can?
we just ran out of time.
No, we're not out
We
of
have to go to
time.
commercial
Amanda
break.
just told me we have some
No,
time.
we don't. We'll be right back.
Ballroom dancer, show us what you got.
Ross, go to black. We're done.